It's a magnificent autumn afternoon on the Ovens River, and I'm going to be drowning some bait to see if I can catch a fish. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Now I'm on the Ovens River, right in the middle of Wangaratta where I live, and I've come down here to do a little bit of bait fishing. I've already set up my time-lapse camera over here so that I can take a really cool time-lapse. Time-lapses seem to be the best when there's a few clouds, and there's not that many clouds, so, but we'll see how it goes. I've actually got my underwater camera here to put in. I don't know how I'll go with that, but I'll put it in and try. I've gone and got a big long stick to actually put the underwater camera in. I've got two rods, my chair, everything set up here. Let's get some lines in. Now my first line is my custom made rod, but it's only got a really small sinker on it, so I think I might completely re-rig this because there's quite a bit of current here, so I'll put that back down. My second rod is my little stumpy rod. I haven't used this one for quite a while. It's got quite a large sinker on it, the Robbie Alexander Signature Series sinker that was made for me by Matt Thurling and his sons. And because it's got the larger sinker, I'll put this on the upstream side. There's quite a bit of current here, so this is a bit of an unknown. I've never really spent any time bait fishing here. Right now, rod number 2 is finally rigged up. I've rigged it with a bean sinker and a running sinker rig. I'm sort of hoping that the bean sinker won't roll along on the bottom as well as a round sinker will. You'll notice here there's quite a bit of current. I've never actually bait fished here. I've caught cod along that bank over there with lures when I've been drifting through here in my kayak over the years. I suspect there could be yellowbelly, and yellowbelly is the main fish that I'd like to catch today, but I suspect there could be yellowbelly over there as well, and I'm sort of hoping that they might move across over here to the sandbar at sunset. So I'm hoping, even if I don't get any nibbles, I'm going to stay here all night. I'm committed to fishing in this one spot in the hope that as it starts getting dark, fish might come over from the depths over there, over to the shallow side. If there wasn't as much current, I'd cast further across, but the current is, it's going to make that really tricky. I can sit down low like that, I think.
It's 3:15 p.m.
It's 3:15. I reckon at about 4:15, I'll put my underwater camera in. I'll probably put it in maybe over there somewhere, I think. Just had my first bite. He's still nibbling on the little stumpy rod. First bite. There he goes. That's a good sign. Missed him. Pucker. Do I leave it there? I'll give it a couple of seconds, and I'll cast it back out. I'll put it back out. There's not a second to lose. Well, that's a good sign. Been here a while. Been here probably half an hour or so. Had a nibble on the stumpy rod straight away. I literally just put it back in. Remember that rod I just rigged up? Yeah, well, looks like I'm about to be rigging it up again, I think. Oh, did I get it off? I got the sinker off. Did I get the hook off too? Nah. At least I kept the sinker. Righto, new paternoster rig. I'll put it not quite as far out this time, maybe. How about just out there? See how that goes. That was a definite nibble on the stumpy rod then. There it goes. It's still dancing around a bit. Something's definitely nibbling at this line. There it goes, look. Got him. Oh, it's a big carp, I reckon. A bit like a carp, and it's fighting like a carp. That usually means that it's a carp. I didn't bring my landing net because I had to walk into here and I had a fair bit to carry. Yeah, it's a carpio. Quite a large one too. I can beach it on the sand, I reckon. Or I've got fish grips if I need them. Oh, where are my fish grips? Just constantly monitoring my other line here, just in case it something pulls it in. Righto, big mud sucker. Oh good, probably even better over here. Get him up in this corner. Fish grips don't work very well with carp because they've got such soft lips. But, better than nothing. Got him. Right, well I'm on the board with a dirty great mud marlin. I stomped on its head and kicked it in there. I probably should have kicked it in down there somewhere so it floated down that way. Hopefully it doesn't circle around out here in front of the camera while I'm filming. The main thing I'm worried about though is people's dogs coming down and picking it up or rolling in it. I might put this underwater camera in now. It's a bit earlier than when I said I was going to put it in, but that's okay. I don't know how that's going to go. So it's about 4 o'clock. I reckon I'll take that camera out of there about 5:30. What I've found with my underwater camera, the colder the water is, the shorter the battery life is. In the summer I can get sort of 1 hour and 45, sometimes a bit more, but sort of in the winter I'm lucky to get 1 hour 20. I've just gone to check the bait on this long rod and it was snagged again. That's twice. I wonder if the current's just moving the hook around quite a bit because of the running sinker rig. I might go to a paternoster rig, I think. I mean, I don't know that the running sinker rig would be highly beneficial in this current anyway. Right, I've gone to the paternoster rig, but I've also put 2 different size sinkers on, a little bean sinker and a little ball sinker, just to prevent it rolling along the sand in the current in the bottom if the sand picks up. Throw a couple of fresh Jan Juck worms on and I'll get my line back in. I might leave that big long tail wiggling around like that. I reckon that's got to just make it a little bit more visible to the fish. And I've got to not cast it out as far. What they should do. May have had a bite on the long rod, then I just looked around in time to see it moving a bit. I just had a bite on stumpy rod there. Getting a few nibbles on the stumpy rod there. That wasn't a bad bite, that one. I don't reckon it's a carp, because if it was a carp, I think I would have hooked it. They generally, once they start biting, they generally keep biting until they either take all the bait or get hooked. Whereas I get a couple of nibbles, then it'll stop for 3 or 4 minutes. Then they had a really nice nibble there. Then now it's stopped again. Seems a bit more perchy. And my nibbler's back. Just a couple of real quick nibbles and that's it. Maybe the sinker's too big. Well, there it goes, it's still nibbling. And again. I'd say my sinker's probably too big. I can feel either the sinker or the rod each time it bites. And I kind of can't help that because if I use a smaller sinker, it'll be down there in no time. My nibbler's back. Look, something's just nibbling at that. It's a carpy looking bite, for sure. Got him. That certainly wasn't. As soon as I saw that bite, I thought that's a carp bite. Carp bite and carp fight. Another carp. It's definitely a carp. It's not a very carpy looking spot like carp. You find them in backwaters and shallow backwaters with a bit of mud around the bank. This actually is, if I was going carp fishing, this isn't the spot I'd choose. Where's my lip grips? Oh, I've got to be careful here that my carp doesn't wrap around the cord for my underwater camera. I've got to be honest, I'm not expecting very good results from that underwater camera. It's not out very far. In summer I can walk out further and put it in. But it's a bit cool for that at the moment. I'll still get wet. Like if I was lure fishing, I'd happily wade in the river now. It's cold, but it's doable. But if you're just sitting in one spot, not moving around, the last thing you want to do is be dripping wet. Our little stumpy rod's doing alright today. Come on, mud marlin. you stupid thing, I'm wet now. You bugger. Got him. Right, a couple of fresh worms. That's 2 hillbilly bonefish on the board. And the sun's about to set. It's getting to yellow belly o'clock, so my dreams might all start coming true shortly if I'm lucky. Have a nice big juicy yellow belly to take home for a feed. If I catch a legal yellow belly, there's one thing that I can promise you. I'm not putting it back. I'm taking it home and putting it in the frying pan. Oh look, I can see a carp. I can see a carp. Doesn't look very healthy. Oh, that's the one I caught before. It's floating away. Just had a definite bite on the long rod. Just had a nice bite on the long rod. It's a bit carpy looking, I reckon, but we'll try it and we'll see. Oh, I missed him. Oh, something was definitely having a go at that then. I'll put it straight back down there. There's not a second to lose. I was just about to say, it's just gone 5:30. I'm going to pull my underwater camera out. I'm not expecting it to have too much on it because it's not out very far, but you never know. And then I'm going to check the baits on both lines. And then I'm going to sit down and just hold on tight because if anything good's going to happen, it's going to be in the next half an hour or so. I literally put that stumpy rod there in about 1 minute ago. I just checked the bait on it like I'm doing with this long rod now. And it's just had a nibble straight away. That's a good sign. This is the magic hour. Although this time of the year it's more like a magic half an hour because it gets dark early. Oh, there it goes again, look. Oh. That was a nice, oh, still biting. Still going. Look, something's nibbling at it and missed it. Bugger. I'll leave it in there. It's out of fair way, so just done another bite on Stumpy, look. There it goes again, and again. Something's nibbling on the Stumpy rod. Oh, that was a better bite. I just didn't quite get here until I was still biting it. He's still playing with it and got him. I don't reckon this one's a carp. Is it a yellow belly? It's only a small fish, whatever it is. Even if it's a yellow belly, it's not going to be big enough. And it is a yellow belly. It's not a cod. It is a, what kind of cod is it? It's a trout cod. I'll get a photo of my trout cod. Nice little trout cod. See you later, mate. Off he goes. Awesome. Alright, a couple of fresh worms on. And we're back in the game. Oh, my other rod's getting a bite there. Oh, still going. Oh, still biting. I love this time of the night. This has got him. Oh, I missed him. This is the magic hour. This is why I call it the magic hour, because it's just magic. Absolutely magic. Another nibble over here on a stumpy rod. That's a cod bite. Not a very big fish, but it was certainly a cod bite. Another little cod. What have I got this time? A Murray or a trouty? This time it's another trout cod. I'll get another photo. I didn't worry about a photo with this one. There it goes, gone. I picked him up to get a photo and he got off the hook and fell in the sand. So I thought, oh, well, rather than stressing him any more than he already is, I'll just put him straight back in. Right, a couple of fresh worms and I'll put my line back in. When I got here earlier, when I first got here, I said I'm kind of hoping that as it gets dark, any fish over that side might make their way over to this side of the sandbar. And it seems to be what's happened. That's good. Well, unfortunately, and as I kind of expected, I didn't get very much on my underwater camera. No fish whatsoever, just a few shrimp walking past and that was it. I really prefer to lower it in deeper water where I can when I'm in the river. trying to rig a paternoster rig on this long rod because it got snagged. And in the background I can see the little stumpy rod dancing around a bit. Oh, well, I'm getting pretty hardcore here. It's actually quite dark. The camera picks up the light a lot better than what my eyes do. It's really dark at the moment. I could not see that rod or those rods if it wasn't for that little light. I'll give it another 10 minutes or so and then I'll head off. I just had a nibble on the stumpy rod. Or another nibble on the long rod. Now the stumpy rod again. They're taking it in turns. Now the long rod again and again. Now I can hear wood ducks. Oh. Quack. 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 Might be time to check the bait on this stumpy rod, I reckon. It's had a few bites. Oh, still a bit of worm on there. Maybe I get one more on. Oh, the bottom, the long rod there. Gets a bite on there. Oh, got him. Oh, yes. This one's pulling a bit hard. Oh, this is quite a heavy fish. I don't know if it's a carp. I've bloody hooked myself in the other shoe. Can you believe it? Oh no, I'm going to have to break the line. I've hooked my shoelace with my other line. There's a fair bit of weight here. Alright, where's my torch? I haven't seen the species of fish. I think it's a cod actually. It's another trout cod. This time a little bit bigger. And I've got a hook stuck in my shoelace. I snapped it off. On. Check this out, I put a bit of light on. I got down on my hands and knees, actually I'll go a bit duller. I got down on my hands and knees in the mud and sand to get some awesome underwater release footage then. But the moment that trout cod hit the water, it just went pew, took off like a bullet out of a gun. And that's a high powered gun, not just a slug gun. Funnies. Right, do you want to hear a funny story? I sat down on this stool just now to get organised and I saw my hook on the ground and I thought, oh, I must have fallen out of my shoelace. So I snapped the line, I snapped the hook off the end, picked it up, then realised that was actually attached to the rod that I just caught the fish on. The hook that was caught in my shoelace is probably still somewhere in my shoelace. So I've now got two rods with no hooks on them. They've both got sinkers but no hooks. I'm taking that as a sign, folks, it's time for me to go home. I've had an awesome evening down here. I've caught 3 trout cod, a couple of carp. It's just been very relaxing and wonderful. Thank you all very much for watching.